our program, I would like to invite Mr. Adrian Palm, Deputy Head of Mission from Netherlands Embassy, to deliver the opening remarks. Mr. Adrian.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Representatives from Regional Environmental Agency and the Regional Development Planning of Ketapang District. Representatives from the private sector, from and then especially Butama, Gunajaya Agro, IOI, Simamas Agribusiness and Food, colleagues from civil society organizations, it's a long list, colleagues from other embassies. Selamat pagi. It's an honor for me to, and a pleasure to actually have you here in our premises in the Erasmus House on the occasion of the ISLA learning session. A session which I think will be useful for all of us, because palm oil is of significant economic importance, and I saw with my own eyes basically what it means if things are done in a non-sustainable way. The landscape level transformation is possible when companies are collectively working rather than in isolation. Third milestone, strengthening landscape governance. ISLA has helped operationalize the Production, Protection and Inclusion Compact, a shared landscape vision agreed by Ketapang government and other stakeholders. By doing it more sustainable and more inclusive, basically you've made it more relevant. Now, 2025 marks the final year of the ISLA implementation in West Kalimantan. An idea will gradually phase out the program. But
Protection Inclusion Compact as a landscape platform has provided Ketapang with a shared vision for balancing PPI. This platform has brought together government, companies, civil societies, and in a way that has strengthened coordination and trust, the foundation of any successful landscape approach. Several key milestones have been achieved. Some of them already been said through Pak Adrian's speech, that including the establishment of 8,000 hectares essential ecosystem area in Nangatayap, an important conservation milestone developed through the public-private partnership. I think this is one of the collaboration model that can be scaled up. Then the mobilization of company commitment from the PTBGA, Smart Agri, and the result speaks for itself. Is almost more than 1,500 smallholders farmers are now RSPO certified. This achievement sends a strong message. Ketapang is not only responding
in the landscape of the Ketapang. We divide into 4 categories. Yeah, the number 1 we call the priority 1. For the landscape with the natural forest cover, yeah, with the HCV or HCS, and for the no-go priority 2, the landscape with degraded forest cover, and also still have the HCV or HCS. For no-go priority 3, for the landscape with converted forest cover and the HCV or HCS, and go area is the landscape with non-forest cover and non-HCV or HCS. It means this area is clear and clean for any development. From this approach, we using this approach for the overlay analysis together with the forest state mapping. Together, we will get the go-no-go area. In this study, we start also from the deforestation based on the history and also the projection of the deforestation. The Ketapang district as the no-go priority 1 and go area about 21%. We can see for the no-go priority 3 and no-go priority go-no-go area together with the oil palm plantation type. I mean the smallholder or the oil palm under the plantation, and also the
region containing peatlands, orangutan habitats, and vast forests. At the same time, 40% of the West Kalimantan's palm oil comes from plantations. So we have a strong leverage here for systemic transformation, for change. And in 2014, ecosystem essential. And we have also obtained the legality status from the region of Ketapang, anchoring this conservation area permanent.
Last night, I think at 7 p.m., already very tired. But this is mills in the Ketapang area. That area is an important supply base to Golden Agri, to PT Smart. Okay, and they supply 2 refineries to achieve in this partnership. So number one, basically, we have a commitment to responsible sourcing. In this context, but also we now roll out our responsible sourcing, not just to palm, but some of the other commodities we buy and trade, so like sugar and soy. Apalagi Pak? We want more sustainable volume. That's the underlying. Okay, so based on the deforestation protocol, so our contribution to ISLA was development of the deforestation monitoring protocol, together with other palm oil. Okay, that's the light brown. But then you have the turquoise areas, light green turquoise area. The trend of deforestation work is declining. That is the good news. So here I want to give credit again to IDH and the Embassy for the investment of the last 7 years.
So our collaboration agreement, actually we have a few objectives. First is about no deforestation free. And the second one is to share the PPI complex sub, which first is the deforestation trade analysis, including the carbon assessment surrounding the area. You can see that this is the area we cover at the SNN and SKS area, the 5 kilometer radius. Total area is 27,983. Now the deforestation rate has been reduced. And also another things that surprise us is about the reforestation for the hutan mangroves it's already slightly increased compared back then. In the end, you want. So this is the most important. And you're trying to help, but you must satisfy some the other side needs. Yeah. So that's why this analysis, as you can see, this is the land legality and easing they are having through the community ownership. As a company, we make it very clear. We will help you to deal with the communities, since we understand their needs to shift their cultivation or livelihood towards the agroforestry or the cultivation of net zero by 2040. This is IOI group commitments. Definitely will spread over to the SLA in Kalimantan. Yeah. So that's why.
And I'd like to start with asking Yus about
because for me, as a Dutch government, we try to promote this kind of approach, integrated landscape development, sustainable landscape development. In the Netherlands, actually, that's it.
I think this is the best way to show and the approach. Nice to see the no-go approach.
The point of entrance to the Europe. So there, a lot of goods are going to the deforestation regulation. We still have to find out.
Thank you, Pak Yos. And after Pak Yos, representing the Dutch government, apakah yang sangat align atau sangat sejalan dengan long term visionnya pemerintah Ketapang dan apa yang akan dilanjutkan?
Undang-Undang Nomor 23 Tahun 2014 tentang pemerintah daerah. Kemudian dalam perencanaan secara nasional ada Undang-Undang 25 Tahun 2004 tentang Sistem Perencanaan Pembangunan Nasional. Kemudian ada yang mengatur karena pemerintah daerah di bawah Kementerian Dalam Negeri ada Permendagri Nomor 86 Tahun 2017. Ini pegangan. Jadi secara undang-undang seperti itu. Kemudian antara pemerintah pusat, provinsi dan daerah ini tidak berlawanan, sinergis. Mulai tahun 2025 ke depan, sekarang penyusunan perencanaan pembangunan sudah selaras. Presidennya RPJMD nasionalnya 2025-2009. Provinsi, daerah, kabupaten, kota juga memakai RPJMD-nya 2025-2009. Dan 8 prioritas nasional itu harus selaras dengan pemerintah provinsi maupun pemerintah kabupaten. Kemudian yang paling menarik dengan keberlanjutan, baik itu dengan pengelolaan sumber daya alamnya maupun iklim, bencana dan seterusnya, seperti itu. Sehingga pemerintah daerah berdasarkan seperti juga dengan pemerintah pusat, presiden punya visi, punya misi. Pemerintah Kabupaten Ketapang juga punya visi, misi. Saya berikan berkaitan perekonomian masyarakat keempatnya ketahanan pangan, kemudian yang kelima kehidupan sosial budaya, keenamnya pemanfaatan sumber daya alam dengan peningkatan kualitas lingkungan hidup, dan yang terakhir tata kelola pemerintah. Berkaitan dengan 7 misi ini ada 3 misi yang berkaitan dengan apa yang dipaparkan, baik itu ya tadi disampaikan juga, baik itu dari Bumi Tama Gunajaya Agro, kemudian Sinar Mas Group, IRA gitu yang disampaikan, semuanya selaras. Kemudian dari misi ini ada 13 indikator. Indikator makro jelas pertumbuhan ekonomi, tingkat pengangguran, kemiskinan, indeks pembangunan manusia dan seterusnya, indeks Gini. Tetapi ada indikator pemerintah daerah, salah satunya indeks kualitas lingkungan hidup. Indeks kualitas lingkungan hidup ada 3 indikator, yaitu kualitas air, kualitas udara, dan yang terakhir tutupan lahan. Dan ini harus dijaga. Kemudian untuk meningkatkan
untuk memulai program di Ketapang, tentu waktu itu juga bersama dengan BGA juga biasanya hanya satu aspek saja, tidak tiga-tiganya gitu. Nah, jadi pendekatan yang 3 hal dijadikan satu ini menarik gitu. Nah, tapi yang untuk peningkatan pertukaran sumber daya.
Everything that already done through IDS program PPI Kompak will be continue because component of the landscape, component of the smallholder inclusion, component of the social forestry is there. And for the information right now, we also in West Kalimantan. And again, that the modality of a multi-stakeholder forum is something that we need to continue and strengthen because the role of the government is very crucial as a regulatory actor to determine which area for the palm oil, which area for protection. We will rely on the government policy, right? It's something that we need to working together with the government.
Profesor tadi terkait dengan no-go ya Bu ya, go no-go ya. Itu saya pikir itu dalam bentuk ideal ya. Walaupun dalam prakteknya tadi saya lihat ketika itu priority 1 merah itu banyak juga di situ ternyata adalah keberadaan pemukiman ya, masyarakat yang berdomisili di sekitar kawasan hutan atau dalam kawasan hutan. Sehingga ini juga harus menjadi perhatian kita semua ketika kita menyusun program kegiatan, kita tidak bisa mengabaikan masyarakat yang ada di dalam situ. Ini poin pertama. Yang kedua terkait dengan apa yang disampaikan oleh 3 grup perusahaan tadi, saya menyambut baik dan kami berharap komitmen ini kita implementasikan di lapangan ya. Jadi apapun yang menjadi komitmen tadi, ini kita implementasikan.
Where are still concerns to be open and frank as well, and I think we did here today as well this morning, really transparent. Also to say what is maybe where the government still has to work on, or what is the private sector has to take up, civil society organizations. But maybe if I have a closing remark, it will be one thing is never forget the smallholder themselves. Because I think these smallholders, I mentioned actually in the whole value chain, at the end we put the consumer central, because they are asking for more sustainable products. But it starts all with the smallholder, and we really have to look at that smallholder. What is the incentive for the smallholder? Because we can work together as much as we want to try to get sustainability. But the first time after COVID, I was already 1.5 years smallholders, and there was a woman just in the protected forest, but no one knew, because if you just drive a little bit back.
Panorama dan menawan